Welcome back to Wainsider, where we dig into the heart of the stories that shake the WWE Universe to its core. Tonight, we're unraveling a bombshell that's left fans stunned and a legendary family fractured. Naomi, the glowing heart of the bloodline, has dropped a shocking accusation, pointing the finger at Bayley for orchestrating an attack by Jade Cargill. This isn't just a wrestling angle, it's a raw, emotional betrayal that cuts deep into the Anoa dynasty. The tension's been building for years, and tonight, we're peeling back the layers of power, pain, and silent resentment. Hold on tight, this one's personal. The Bloodline's story began as a monument to Samoan pride, forged in 2020 by Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, with the Usos as his loyal soldiers. Rooted in the legacy of icons like the Wild Samoans, Yokozuna, and Rikishi, it was more than a faction, it was a family bound by blood and ambition. Roman's reign as the undisputed WWE Universal Champion was a testament to their dominance, but it came with a price. The pressure to uphold the family name was suffocating, and beneath the surface, cracks of resentment formed, waiting to split wide open. Naomi, real name Trinity Fatu, married to Jimmy Uso, has always been a unique piece of this puzzle. A former SmackDown Women's Champion, her glow and fire lit up the ring, but within the bloodline, she was an outsider. Never fully embraced by Roman's inner circle, she walked a tightrope between loyalty to her husband and her own ambitions. Was she sidelined because she wouldn't bow to the tribal chief? Or did she choose to keep her distance, sensing the storm brewing within the family? Her silence spoke volumes. Please like, share and subscribe for more WWE content. The Bloodline's unity began to fray with Jey Uso's rebellion. In 2023, his "I'm out" moment at SummerSlam wasn't just a storyline, it was a raw cry against Roman's iron grip. Jey's struggle, torn between family loyalty and personal freedom, was felt by every fan. Naomi, watching from the sidelines, saw the pain in her brother-in-law's eyes. She felt the weight of his choice, knowing it exposed the family's fragility. The seeds of doubt were planted, and Naomi's heart began to ache for the unity they'd lost. Jimmy Uso, Naomi's husband, held on longer. He was the loyal soldier, taking losses, absorbing punishment, all to protect Roman's reign. But loyalty came at a cost. Every defeat bruised his pride, every order from the tribal chief stung. Naomi stood by him, her love unwavering, but the silent resentment grew. She saw Jimmy's sacrifices, his pain, and the family's failure to honor them. Backstage whispers suggest Naomi began questioning the bloodline's hierarchy, her glow hiding a growing fire of frustration. WrestleMania 40 was the turning point. Roman's loss to Cody Rhodes shattered the myth of the tribal chief. The bloodline, once untouchable, was exposed as mortal. Solo Sikoa stepped up, claiming leadership, but his alliance with Tama Tonga felt like a betrayal of the family's core. Jimmy's brutal expulsion on the April 12, 2025, SmackDown episode was a gut punch, both in the ring and in real life. Naomi's ex-post, "This family's tearing me apart," wasn't just kayfabe. It was a raw glimpse into her breaking heart. Naomi's own journey was a rollercoaster of reinvention. Her 2024 return to WWE sparked a heel turn that shocked fans. Her Money in the Bank cash in at Evolution 2025, stealing the Women's World Championship from Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, was a statement of ruthlessness. But it wasn't just ambition, Naomi was fighting for respect in a family that overlooked her. Sources say she was battling stress-related health issues during this time, kept quiet to protect her push. Her glow was a mask for the pressure she carried. Bayley, the role model, enters the story here. A locker room leader and former damage control linchpin, she's been a mentor to many, including Naomi. Their bond, forged through shared struggles as women in a male-dominated industry, was real. Backstage, Bayley was Naomi's confidant, offering advice during the bloodline's turmoil. But whispers suggest tension crept in. Bayley's focus on her own title pursuits clashed with Naomi's need for support. Was their friendship as solid as it seemed, or was there a crack waiting to break? Naomi's feud with Jade Cargill became the stage for her pain. Their SmackDown clashes were brutal, Jade's power overwhelming Naomi's agility. WrestleMania 41 was billed as their defining moment, a chance for Naomi to prove herself. But the stakes were higher than a title shot. Naomi was fighting for her place in a family that had cast out her husband, for her own legacy in a dynasty that ignored her. The crowd felt her desperation, their cheers carrying a weight of hope and fear. Imagine Naomi in that ring, the the weight of years pressing down. Jimmy's at home, still healing from his bloodline exile. Roman's a shadow, absent since his fall. Solo's new faction mocks the legacy she's tied to by blood and marriage. Naomi's not just fighting Jade, she's fighting for her identity, her love, her place. The crowd senses it, their energy electric with anticipation. Every move is a plea, every strike a cry. And then, the moment everything changes. WrestleMania 41, the lights blazing, the arena alive. Naomi's struggling, Jade's dominance relentless. The referee's distracted, and a hooded figure storms the ring, a steel chair in hand. Crack. The chair slams into Naomi's back, sending her crashing to the mat. Jade capitalizes, pinning her for the win. The hood falls, revealing no one, but the damage is done. Naomi's down, her title defense shattered. The crowd's in shock, and the WWE Universe holds its breath for what comes next. In the aftermath, Naomi's promo cuts through the silence like a knife. Limping, eyes blazing with tears and fury, she grabs a mic. "Bayley, you did this," she screams, accusing the role model of orchestrating Jade's attack. The accusation lands like a bombshell, the crowd gasping. Bayley, watching from backstage, looks stunned, her face a mix of confusion and hurt. Naomi claims Bayley, jealous of her rise, manipulated Jade to take her out. It's a twist that turns friend against friend, family against family. The emotional fallout is immediate and raw. Naomi's accusation isn't just a storyline, it's personal. Sources say she and Bayley had real tension over creative direction, with Naomi feeling unsupported during her title push. Bayley, a locker room leader, was reportedly hurt by Naomi's public call-out, insisting she had no part in the attack. The locker room's divided. Some side with Naomi, believing Bayley's influence could sway Jade, others call it paranoia, a desperate grab for sympathy. The truth is murky, but the pain is real. Naomi's heart is breaking on live TV. She's not just a wrestler, she's a wife, a cousin, a woman carrying the weight of a fractured dynasty. Her accusation against Bayley comes from a place of betrayal, real or perceived. Sources say Naomi felt abandoned by her friend, left to navigate the bloodline's chaos alone. Her tears backstage after the promo weren't scripted. Naomi's glow hides a woman grieving the loss of trust, both in her family and her allies. The bloodline's legacy is at a crossroads. Roman's absence feels like a death, his silence deafening. Solo's leadership is shaky, his faction a shadow of the original. Naomi's accusation against Bayley adds another fracture, pitting her against the locker room and her own family. Jimmy, watching from home, is torn, proud of his wife's fire but haunted by the family's unraveling. Sources say real-life family dynamics are strained, with tense conversations at Anoa gatherings. Blood binds, but it also burns. Backstage whispers paint a chaotic picture. Wainsider sources say creative was split on Naomi's promo. Some saw it as a bold move to elevate her heel turn, others worried it alienated Bayley, a key figure in the women's division. Triple H reportedly backed Naomi's push, seeing her as a cornerstone of the bloodline's next chapter. But veterans like Natalya and Charlotte Flair are said to be frustrated, feeling Naomi's focus overshadows others. The locker room's a powder keg, and this twist lit the fuse. Fans on X are erupting. Some hail Naomi as a mastermind, turning her pain into a compelling narrative. She's exposing Bayley's jealousy, one post reads. Others defend Bayley, calling Naomi's accusation a desperate lie. Bayley's been nothing but loyal, another fan writes. The WWE Universe is split, their emotions raw. This isn't just a storyline, it's a human drama unfolding, and fans feel every ounce of the betrayal, real or not. The women's division is shaken to its core. Jade Cargill, now a villain in Naomi's story, is pushing for a rematch, sources say, furious at being painted as Bayley's pawn. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, eyeing Naomi's title, are circling, ready to capitalize on the chaos. Whispers of a female bloodline persist. Naomi's recent tag matches with Nia Jax and Tamina Snuka's rumored return fuel speculation. Could Naomi be building her own faction to rival Solo's? The division's on edge, and Naomi's at the heart of it. Bayley's reaction is what haunts. Sources say she's devastated, her role as a locker room leader questioned. Her promos since WrestleMania 41 have been emotional, denying Naomi's claims while hinting at her own pain. I lifted you up, and you tore me down, she said on SmackDown, her voice cracking. Was Bayley truly innocent, or did her influence subtly steer Jade? The truth is unclear, but the betrayal, real or perceived, has fractured a friendship that once anchored the women's division. The emotional toll on Naomi is palpable. She's not just fighting Bayley or Jade, she's fighting for her place in a family that's cast her aside. Her accusation was a gamble, born from pain and paranoia. Sources say she's been struggling with the stress of her push, compounded by Jimmy's exile and the family's fractures. Her glow hides a woman on the edge, torn between love for her husband and ambition for herself. Every choice she makes deepens the wounds. The bloodline's future is uncertain. Solo's faction, with Tama Tonga and Tongaloa, is volatile, with backstage rumors of distrust. Roman's rumored return looms, but will he side with Naomi or condemn her? Jimmy's loyalty to his wife is tested, his heart torn by the family's collapse. The SummerSlam triple threat for Naomi's title against Ripley and Sky could see more chaos, maybe even Tamina's return. The dynasty's legacy hangs by a thread, and Naomi's accusation has pulled it tighter. This twist exposes more than Bayley's alleged betrayal, it exposes the fragility of trust. Naomi's not a villain, but she's no hero either. She's a woman caught in a storm of legacy and loss, her glow a shield for her pain. The bloodline was built on blood, but blood can spill. Her accusation against Bayley, true or false, is a cry for control in a family that's slipping away. The WWE Universe watches, hearts heavy, knowing this drama is as real as it gets. The backstage dynamics are a mess. Creative's all in on Naomi's heel run, but the locker room's tension is real. Bayley's allies are rallying, while Naomi's isolated, her only support in Nia Jax and maybe Tamina. The Anoa family's real-life bonds are strained, with sources saying family gatherings are awkward, the wrestling drama bleeding into personal life. This isn't just a storyline, it's a family breaking apart under the spotlight. As we close tonight's Wainsider, let's sit with the truth. Betrayal doesn't come from strangers, it comes from those you hold closest. Naomi's accusation against Bayley, whether true or born from pain, is a fracture in the bloodline's soul. Trust, once broken, leaves scars that don't heal. The Anoa legacy, built on blood and pride, is crumbling under the weight of resentment and ambition. Naomi's glow will shine on, but at what cost? Stay tuned, Wainsider fans, because this saga of betrayal, broken trust, and blood is far from over.